Every day, Ohio student athletes display their talents on the field and on the court. These are talents they have perfected from a young age. But going above and beyond isn't anything out of the ordinary for Ohio student athletes. Speaking of out of the ordinary, 4 Ohio student athletes flaunted some special talents before their time in Athens. But not the talents you would necessarily expect. Let's take a look. Number 1, Ian Dixon. Before the redshirt freshman was suiting up for the green and white, he was flipping, swinging, jumping, and just doing a little gymnastics.
When I was 3, my mom, she took me into the gym with her, and they saw me and they thought I was pretty athletic or whatever. And so then they said that they wanted me to come back and do competitive. And so my mom brought me back, and then after that they started putting me in competitions, and I'd go to all the meets, and I did that for about 8 years.
Number 2, Lexi Hartman. Before she was making it near impossible for opponents to get anything past her hands at the net, Lexi was showing her stuff on a field rather than a court.
I found out about rugby because my older sister played before me. She's 2 years older. So she got into it when she got into high school, I think. And I used to go to her games and thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I started when I was in 8th grade and played until my junior year of high school.
Number 3, Faith Robbins. Most Ohio fans know her as a high-flying outside hitter. But back in the day, Faith used to fly around the rink.
I began skating when I was around 5, and it lasted probably 4 or 5 years. And I got into it during one of my birthday parties. The coach came up to me and asked if my brother and I wanted to join the team.
While Ian can show off his backflips at Peden, Lexi could get down on the rugby field, and Faith could skate her way around the rink, it's clear that Nathan Carpenter was no stranger to water.
When I was growing up, my mom was a swimming coach, and I have 3 older brothers, and they all started swimming at a young age. And so when I hit the age around 3 or 4 years old, my mom kind of threw me in the pool there and kind of taught me how to swim, and so I've been swimming ever since.
So when number 4, Ohio safety Nathan Carpenter, isn't diving after opposing receivers, he's diving in the water. With a variety of sports, there will be a variety of reasons for enjoying them.
Okay, yeah, I like the mushroom too, because that was just spinning around your body and everything like that. And the floor routine and the mushroom, and those are my favorite ones.
I think my favorite part was just the feelings right before the game. It was just so fun, and adrenaline was pumping. And just to go out there and make a first tackle was so fun.
I would just say it was like a new family almost. We were all very close, and we traveled together and we practiced 6 days a week, so it was really intense.
It was a different sport, and it was a good cross-training sport for football. You know, it develops muscles at an early age, and it's cardiovascular. It's really good for your body, really good for your health.
Just like the sports they play at Ohio, a certain thrill went hand in hand with each athlete's sport of choice.
It's definitely different, but also similar. The rush, when you get a tackle, it's just really exciting because you're just bringing them to the ground and you get back up and keep going, unlike any other sport. So it doesn't necessarily end the play. So I'd say it's a different rush than volleyball, but it's fun, just like getting a kill or a block.
Yeah, I mean, actually, swimming meets is probably one of the most favorite events in my life that you can be a part of, because, I mean, it's you and yourself in the water, and you got all the fans around you, and you're in there for a minute at tops with the events that I swam at least, and you know, it's gratifying because all the work that you put in yourself, you see the reward in the end.
Despite the constraint of Ohio not having a male swimming or gymnastics team, football was the obvious choice for both Nathan and Ian. The same is true for Lexi and Faith when it comes to volleyball. But the 4 came to Ohio with the valuable lessons the sports of their past taught them.
I would say it definitely taught me teamwork, and I would say commitment. I remember going to nationals and just having intense practices all the time, and you get to that burnout level, but you still just have to push through.
I would say teamwork is the biggest thing I learned from playing rugby, just because there's so many girls out on the field, and you really have to have awareness on the field of what's going on, and just to support your teammates.
I always loved football because my dad's the coach, so I was always around it, and that was the first thing I ever held in my hand was a football.
Growing up, all my brothers always focused on football, and then later on all 3 of them went to college to play football, and you know, I just wanted to be a part of that and continue that in our family since I was the last son there. And so I was around football my whole life, and so that was a huge priority in me, and I just wanted to follow in the footsteps of my family.